where afterwards, like, we hear this guy's voice again. He's like, introducing himself to someone, and she asks for his name, and he's like, Bob Page, and it's supposed to be a big reveal. Oh my God, that mysterious figure was that guy. Yeah.
So, guys, there is one thing I forgot to do, which was to start the Fraps recording.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Shamus.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Ritska.
And, we're playing Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Apparently we're not playing Deus Ex 1. We were gonna play Deus Ex 1.
No, we're not playing Deus Ex 1.
Apparently there's something wrong with your computers and you can't stream my game or something. I don't know. Alright, this is the beginning of the game.
Oh my God, what the
fuck, Shamus?
What the fuck is this? What did you do?
I think I hear the adversary whispering to me. I think I hear Cyborg Satan whispering to me through Shamus's haunted fucking audio card.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, play on Give Me Deus Ex. That is the definitive way to play this game.
Really? I don't know. I mean, those sunglasses look kind of dumb. I mean,
come on.
No,
Give me Deus Ex.
And what does Deus Ex even mean? I mean, that's not even a complete sentence fragment.
It means God from the machine, Josh, and that's what.
No, it means God from.
It means God from. Of the taco, Josh. Pick the difficulty.
Of the taco.
Fine. Okay, fine.
All right.
That was not.
That wasn't the difficulty.
What? Shut up. It was.
Do you have problems with words, Josh?
I want to hear a story about Deus Ex.
Okay,
I want to know why it's not a complete word fragment sentence thing.
Okay, here's a story about the original Deus Ex. This guy that we're meeting right now, this is Bob Page, who is... Now, of course, the original Deus Ex is in the future of this game because, goodness knows, this game likes it confusing and not in order. So, this is Bob Page. He will, in the first game, be the big enemy at the end of the game. He has really no role in this game. He does nothing. I was gonna say he's the Moriarty, but he's not even that. He's like... He's
not even
organizer.
Masterminding the stuff that happens in this game. Like, he's not even involved, is he? Well, not really anymore.
Okay, so this is actually one of the missteps of the game. Every attempt this game makes to tie itself to the first Deus Ex is unnecessary, distracting, and unsuccessful. It's a perfectly fine game. It has a pretty decent story, and a pretty decent aesthetic, and all that sort of thing. But none of it ties to the other Deus Ex games, and they shouldn't try.
Yeah.
And this is a good example. Bob Page shows up, says some cryptic bullshit, disappears for the entire rest of the game, and comes in for a sting at the end, where he's talking to some woman over the credits. By some woman, I mean the main woman, but she's not even enough of a character for me to remember her name. And then at the end, he says, does this thing where he introduces himself. Oh, my name is Bob Page. Which we all knew because he's got the most distinctive evil voice in the world.
He's got a distinctive evil voice, and he's got that red dot augmentation on his forehead. Before this game ever came out, before there was even a whisper of a sequel to Deus Ex, I had always said, I hope they make another one, and I hope they just do a completely different remake. A completely different remix of conspiracy theory elements. I mean, that was the whole thing. The original game was this kitchen sink of every conspiracy theory in the world. The original had the government using FEMA to declare martial law, which was a big, which was a hot button conspiracy theory in the 90s. Right-wing people were afraid Clinton was going to use FEMA to seize control of the government, and. That was...
They actually some pretty convincing evidence, too. They had numbers. Number 1, that's terror. Number 2, that's terror.
Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different.
But
then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam...
But once you tell a story like that, and you use, all the conspiracy theories, then trying to connect it to another game is a mistake. Now, the worst was Deus Ex 2. That was just such a mess. They tried to continue Deus Ex
You
1
need something, boss?
chronologic, just go forward in time. That was horrible. This is way, way better. But I still would have preferred just a completely standalone game
Checking data.
that just reuses plot elements and themes.
Yep, we're rechecking data.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, so we've been talking over this whole cutscene, and basically what's happening here is we find out that we are Adam Jensen, security chief for this company. Which,
Oh, I thought we were the Megan person.
No,
I'd
no,
play
we're not
as
the
her.
Megan person. But the idea is that it's sort of establishing a few mystery elements that'll be completely dropped until about like halfway through the game.
Yep.
David's waiting.
Oh, I love this
Or like
office. Look at this. Finally, this graphical power is paying off, and we can have like office
What do you
clutter.
mean back there, Meg?
I spent like 5 minutes in that room just examining all the knickknacks on the desk
There's something I
and
should
looking
know
at it. There's
Okay.
a lot
about
of
this place,
foreshadowing
but,
in that room and little news bits and stuff to read.
Still getting biochemical
So
fluctuations.
naturally,
you-
I
we are on
walked
the
out.
Half-Life
We're not
tram
controlled
ride.
during this
But the
point.
increased neural
We're not controlled during this part, which I thought was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I
walked during the-
can move the camera around, kind of.
I can't believe you were
Yeah,
Yeah, not
I
even
really
very
wish they
well.
had.
here long enough to know.
I wish they
Eric,
had.
you wouldn't be avoiding
Just let us run free, and if we want to screw up, even just let you press a button to auto follow her. But if you want to, especially if it's your second playthrough, you're going to want to leap around the room and jump on the furniture. And if you want to break your own immersion like that, that's your business.
Well, the really
now these
weird part is you're in control for the first 5 seconds, then you step out of the room
Yep.
and you're not in control. That doesn't seem like it meshes well.
We're helping people overcome.
Yeah, I
No.
thought that was really distracting.
Yeah, except most of the clients.
But all of this stuff is important. I missed this the first time. I thought, oh, this is just scenery. But this stuff on either side of us, all of this, the people that we're meeting, the people that talk to Megan, all of them are talking about plot-related things that become important later. Oh, I hate that woman.
Okay.
That woman with the glasses, she's...
Dr. Sevchenko was
We'll get to her much later in the game. She
Doesn't
drives me
look like
crazy.
General O'Neill.
Oh
As
yeah.
I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified.
I thought he had
And
more
remember
hair.
that guy's arm. Notice this guy in the white scientist thing? He's got a robo arm. Remember his arm. We'll see it later.
solved through kinetic bleeders.
Oh, yeah, I just put that
It
together.
was his arm.
Yeah, there's a lot of little details you don't notice, and that
Yeah.
really adds to the replay value of this game. And since
that-
so many different ways to approach situations, this really is a game that bears replay.
I'm afraid I have to run.
Yeah,
Vasily
I
has
went
all
through
the
2.5 times. I was gonna go through it evil and murder everybody, and then I found out, somebody pointed out that really the characters in the game don't react to you being a psychopathic
Great,
killer.
Shamus. Why don't you just ruin all of my jokes and complaints about the whole game?
Sorry. I should have known that that was like your MO there.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do a good playthrough,
I like everyone, Dr. Reed.
No, I mean, Josh, I don't even know why you're bothering to bitch about it, because we all know you're still gonna do a chaotic evil playthrough.
That's true.
You don't know anywhere to put buckshot.
Oh my God, I'm a
Faces of the
video
innocent.
camera.
How far are you going?
Diane's okay.
I just
We have
love
switch
the
characters.
feel of this. I love the feel of this entire setup.
Over all my plans.
Did you destroy that
Pretty
base yet?
good dialogue. Now that we're past that little log jam of exposition, from here on we're about to get on the elevator with Pritchard,
Got around to that.
and he's going to set up a whole bunch of facts. He's going to establish what he does, the fact that we used to be a cop, the fact that we actually have some technical knowledge that normal police don't, our role in the company, and the fact that we don't get along. And it's just a little exchange, but it introduces so much between us and Pritchard. Oh yeah, and he establishes that Megan and us have a history, or I forget.
Well,
He illuminates
yeah.
some of that. He
that firewall
adds
yet?
something to
Don't
that, and I
fix an
forget what it
entire
is now.
firewall.
But I suppose we're seeing
Find the
it now.
loophole and plug it.
He also
So-
illustrates that he's a douchebag by the way his
Oh, yeah.
jackass ponytail.
Oh, wait.
Oh, and his just complete demeanor. Now, a spoiler warning, he doesn't turn out to be evil. I really like the first time through, I thought, oh, here's the evil betrayer. And the fact that he's not is so nice. He's just a jackass. That's all, just a regular jackass. And I thought that was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and for that reason, I really like Pritchard, actually. And I like the sort of rapport that you build with him as the game progresses.
Right.
Right, that
He doesn't stop being a jackass.
Yeah, he doesn't stop to being like a snarker, but, you know, he's obviously not malicious.
You get to respect each other's abilities a little bit more. And
Yeah.
you get to sort of realize that you have to lean on each other, even if you don't really like each other initially.
Yeah, he's basically your handler for every mission.
Right, and he's not evil. I really appreciated that. Just a bit of subtlety that the game wasn't just painting everyone in such broad strokes. And in fact, a lot of people
following that,
yeah.
like leading into this, that Seraph himself also isn't really evil either, and he doesn't turn out to just be like the mastermind behind everything. It's like, the big reveal is Seraph's evil. It's like, no, I didn't see that coming.
Really, and that's another thing. I really expected Seraph to be this horrible guy. Now he has done some rotten stuff, but he is not a villain. He's maybe a man with just a little bit of moral flexibility. And he's basically doing his job.
Yeah, and
although he does. Yes, he does. He has ideals. That is what I was going for there. He's not a mustache twirling guy who's pretending to be a CEO for all this time.
So we've got an alert now in the labs. I'm sure, like, on the eve of us going to
the code that he gives us
to Washington. I'm sure this won't cause any problem.
All System Shock, System Shock 2, Deus Ex 1, and Deus Ex 2 all had the code 451 in the first few minutes of the game as part of their tutorial, and this game holds up that tradition.
So, this game's tutorial does not require you to kill these guys. You can technically sneak past them, but I didn't realize that. And that precluded me from doing the achievement where you get through the whole game without murdering anyone, which I otherwise did.
Obviously, we're not going to be going for that. Oh yeah, these tutorials. So you can, like,
stick with the prod with the prod. Just in case,
like, for the first,
before you can do anything, you must
for the first, like, this mission and the mission that immediately follows this, you have, like, tutorial videos that pop up. I thought this kind of
will allow you to get into small spaces.
was not the best
I didn't
way
like
to do
it at all.
This
No,
really
I
breaks
hated
the flow.
So you can move
And I always found myself going, okay, I get the basics, please move on to the important stuff. And of course you don't know which one is important until you look at it.
You're going to skip and skip and skip, and suddenly it's going to say, oh, now it's time for you to hack this keypad, and you'll have no way how to begin it or how it works.
What it should do is pop up sort of an inobtrusive thing, which allows you to select from one of a few options. Comprehensive tutorial, like a basic tutorial, like where it teaches you the new stuff added by this game.
Oh, look, a guy behind a glass window. I'm sure he's not going to die.
And like an advanced tutorial for I've played Deus Ex before, and I just want to know what's changed.
Oh, you know, just a flesh wound. You'll be fine. Let me find my way back there. Hey, look, a fiery doorway. So you've got your obligatory physics stuff. You can pick stuff up and throw it around.
Obligatory. The first game didn't really have a lot in the way of physics. It had ridiculous physics.
Obligatory in the landscape of shooters post Half-Life 2. Hey, buddy. Hey,
you okay, buddy?
No.
I do that all the time. If anybody's in the room with me while I'm playing a video game, I always walk up to obviously dismembered corpses and say, "You okay, buddy?" I don't know. That's a thing that I do.
Okay, so this is the cover system in this game.
I love this cover. I don't want to say I love it. I would prefer traditional shooter, but allowing for the fact that is just not going to happen in this day and age. This is my favorite cover-based shooting I've ever played. Like, I enjoyed it in this game, and I've never enjoyed cover-based shooting before.
Yeah,
I've always hated it.
Fun than just crouching.
see, I'm kind of the dissenter here. I hate the shooting in this game. I absolutely hate it. I think it represents everything
thing
that
you're
is
not the one
wrong
playing.
in shooters today in terms of the shooting and how long I can live without getting killed. Like how many bullets I can soak up before dying. Is really my problem with the shooting in this game. Ironically, I like the cover.
It's too hard to die.
No, it's way too easy. Like even if you're just popping up
there
for.
I was about to say, Josh.
I've never.
Well,
I don't
I was
remember how to use this gun. Oh,
I was referring to the shooting mechanics themselves. Like the pop-up shooting. I've always hated pop-up shooting, and this game does a much better job of it. And I like how it feels, and I like how I never got stuck in cover or felt like I was sticking to any surfaces. Okay.
Ironically, I like cover for the stealth mechanics. I think it really enhances the way the stealth gameplay works. Huh. Another guy behind a glass thing. He's probably not gonna...
I'm sure he's alright. So this reminds me a lot of the beginning of Mass Effect 2.
I'm glad he opened this.
Yeah. The beginning of Alpha Protocol.
You know what this
it's
reminds
much more
me
like
a lot.
Mass Effect 2.
You know what this reminds me of? The beginning of it. Just all of it. All games.
Yeah.
It
reminds me of that
Alpha
one
Protocol
game where you
open? I don't
start
remember.
off in a lab.
Oh yeah, Alpha Protocol was the training simulation. Okay, yeah, this kind of resembles the Alpha Protocol thing. But
Well, Alpha Protocol was
reminds
the
me
one
of
where you were
every
asleep.
game
God,
RPG
why
element.
can't I use iron sights when I'm in cover? I've never used
Where
the
you
combat
start
rifle
out
outside of the mission.
In an
here.
office environment, watching your coworkers get murdered. Office or hospital.
By
Fuck
office,
this
you
shit.
mean lab.
Technically speaking, that describes neither Mass Effect 2. My description describes neither Mass Effect 2 nor Alpha Protocol, but it's a pretty standard formula at the point. Okay, so at this point, I had not figured out how to iron sight, so
I don't think I ever did.
As soon as I saw that right click did iron sights, I immediately looked at the key bindings to figure out what iron sights was.
Okay,
man.
now you gotta get the timing on this move right, Josh, or the guy will throw you. Oh.
God damn it.
Okay, so this the part here where like his throat gets crushed, and I thought it would have made more sense to like have him be speaking normally in the beginning, and then he has the gravelly, voice that everyone expects after.
Well, his voice was fine in the like it was still gravelly, but it wasn't like super terrible.
But that's the guy's
gravelly
real
like
voice.
the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is that's the guy's real voice. So I
I
don't
know.
know.
He actually
like
talks
Gilbert
like that.
Gottfried to do his voice for the beginning part or something.
So
I really wish that that was my voice. I would love to talk like that.
man, we got killed in the first 5 minutes again.
Nice going.
Why do we keep getting shot in the head at the beginning of these games?
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone.
Yeah, and I like how I fell for the video game thing where I'm like, wait a minute, why is my guy down? I only got thrown through a window.
Yeah, I thought that was if that was intentional, that was really clever to throw you through
Yeah.
heavy glass and then have like what would actually happen if you were thrown through a pane of heavy glass happen to you.
Oh, well, welcome back to Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, this
We
is
can
very
repair him
Mass
and make
Effect
him
2
better,
-esque.
faster, stronger, more expensive.
Much better than Mass Effect 2. Like, this is
Yeah.
Absolutely no effect on his character. Oh wait, no, this isn't written by BioWare. Never mind.
Yeah, this does kind of affect Jensen in a big way. Not that it ever causes him to emote in any particularly strong manner.
Well,
Except
the
for
important thing about this surgery
frustrated.
is that Jensen never actually made any direct specific requests to have it performed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he should have at least asked for some sort of anesthetic, though. I think
Oh.
he gave that.
I see. So in
Give it
Mass
right
Effect
there.
2, In Mass Effect 2, right before Shepard got, like, hit by the collector beam, she was like, oh, hey, by the way, could you guys resurrect me? That'd be cool.
Yeah, but in this game, your boss makes the call and says, yeah, go ahead and save his life and give him robot arms. Now, really, that's the only call to make. I mean, what are they going to do, leave you harmless?
Although, it's implied through the game that they sacrificed body parts that did not need to be sacrificed in order to give you more powerful augmentations.
Yeah, it would really also be interesting if there was a line of dialogue from Jensen at some point in this game where he indicates the fact that it emphasizes the fact that he did not at any point actually make a petition to have this surgery performed upon his person.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right. I knew this day would come! I knew the day would come where Cyborg Satan whispers to me through Shamus's computer and tells me that I need to go murder Mumbles and stuff her body in a coffin with Shamus's video card. Or audio card.
This
whatever.
Isn't fair. Josh
oh, I
always
think I hear
gets to
some
try.
screaming.
You know why Josh always gets to do this? Because Josh doesn't do this, Shamus.
Oh.